Welcome to my YouTube channel Mechanical Engineering Management, and this is the basic mechanical engineering video lecture series. Today we are going to see one example of Otto cycle. This is a little bit twisted problem. So my dear friend, focus over here carefully. So let's see first of all the description of the given problem. So here you can see air standard Otto cycle. That means you can imagine the cycle having two adiabatic process and two constant volume process. So first of all, draw the pressure versus volume diagram for the Otto cycle. So this is very simple PV diagram for the Otto cycle having two adiabatic process and two constant volume process. Now write down the given data into the symbolic notation. Determine the compression ratio. So obviously you can understand the compression ratio is V1 by V2, which is denoted by small r also. So that is the question mark. So r is equal to question mark. Efficiency of cycle. Again you know that this is the Otto cycle, means eta Otto is equal to question mark. Next, minimum temperature. So from this diagram you can understand the minimum temperature is at state 1. So it is T1. Again adding 273 so that you will get Celsius into the Kelvin. Next, maximum temperature. So from this diagram you can understand the maximum temperature is after heat addition. That means at the state 3. So this is the T3. Again adding 273 so that you can convert it into the Kelvin. Heat supplied per kg of air. So in this diagram you can see this is the heat supplied, means QS, and that is given to you as 900 kilojoule per kg. Because of it is written over here per kg of air. Means you can understand the mass of the air for this cycle is 1 kg. Assume adiabatic index as 1.4, means gamma is given to you. Next, specific heat is also given to you. So this is CV. Again, here the specific heat is at constant volume, because of for the Otto cycle there is always constant volume process. Now refer these formulas for the Otto cycle and diesel cycle. So here the question is about the compression ratio. And you know that compression ratio is equal to V1 by V2 for the Otto cycle. So I am going to write the equation, because of from that I can find the compression ratio. And the second objective is the efficiency of Otto cycle. So again you know that this is the equation. But if I want to find the compression ratio, so I should have V1 and V2 both. But unfortunately in this given description, V1 is not given to you, as well as V2 is also not given to you. So how can you find this compression ratio? So you know that 1,2 is actually the adiabatic process, and for that you can use this equation. This is actually the one adiabatic equation which represents the relation between the temperature and volume. And from this equation I can find the compression ratio R. But for that you should have T2 and T1 both. So now see, T1 is given to you, but unfortunately T2 is not given to you. So the question is about the T2. So first I need to find this T2. So again you know that the heat supplied QS is equal to mCV T3 minus T2. So from this equation I can find T2, because of you have the QS. You have the mass, you have the specific heat at constant volume. So from this equation I can find the T2. So put the value over here. So QS is equal to 900. Mass is assume over here as 1 kg. CV is also given to you. T3, that is 1773 minus T2 as it is. Simplify this equation so that you will get T2, 519.52 Kelvin. So once you got this T2, then I can put it over here so that I will get the compression ratio. So that will be your first answer, compression ratio. Once I got this compression ratio, then I can put it over here in this equation so that I will get the efficiency. So that will be your final answer. So this is very simple plan. So now I am going to apply this equation. So 1, 2 is adiabatic process, so that I can say T1 V1 raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to T2 V2 raised to gamma minus 1. Rearrange this term. Now you know that V1 upon V2 is equal to R. Gamma is given to you as 1.4. Next T2. Also you have now 519.52. T1 is given to you as 298. Now simplify this term. So it will be R raised to 0.4 and the simplification of this is 1.7435. Now simplify this equation so that you will get the R. But my dear friend, how can you find this R? So very simple. Take the power on both sides as 1 upon 0.4. So 0.4 and 1 upon 0.4 will be cancelled over here. So it will be only R and here it will be raised to 1 upon 0.4. Now you can simplify this equation. Now it is very simple. It will be 2.5. Again simplification of this one so that you will get R compression ratio as 4.013. So this is your first answer, compression ratio. So make a box. Again my dear friend, this is actually the compression ratio, so it must be the unitless. Now the second objective, efficiency of Otto cycle. So again you know that the equation of the efficiency of Otto cycle is 1 minus 1 upon R raised to gamma minus 1. Put the value over here. So 1 minus as it is, 1 upon R is, now you have 4.013, gamma is given to you. Now simplify this term first. Now simplify this term. Now simplify the whole term so that you will get the efficiency as 0.4264. Again you know that efficiency is in percentage. So multiplied by 100 so that you will get efficiency in percentage. So this is your second answer, efficiency of Otto cycle in percentage. So make a box. Thanks my dear friend for watching this video. Kindly like, share and subscribe.